Diddy's former bodyguard Gene Deal has dropped a bombshell claim about Tupac's murder, accusing the Los Angeles Police Department of being responsible for his death. The explosive comments came during an interview with The Art of Dialogue, where Deal referenced alleged remarks made by Suge Knight implying that the LAPD were behind the slayings of both Pac and the Notorious B.I.G. Suge said that Rafael Perez and David Mack was trying to kill him. Those are the same people that was trying to kill B.I.G., he said, referencing the disgraced cops who were accused of conspiring with Suge to murder the Brooklyn rapper. 'Cause David Mack and Perez were seen at the scene. They got pictures of them at the scene. Perez was picking up bullets at the scene. Cops know you do not mess with the evidence. They couldn't get Puff, and B.I.G. was collateral damage. So you're saying that the same people that killed Biggie are the same people that killed Tupac, LAPD? The interview asked, seeking clarification. If Suge says, if you solve one murder, you solve them both, I gotta go with the eyewitness, Deal replied. I don't know why Suge would say that when Keefe D says that it was him, Orlando, and Dre and them in the car together, but why would Suge say that? He said that in the documentary. I just believe that somebody was made to say something, and I hope the Vegas Police Department do their due diligence and get down to the bottom of it and make the truth come out. It don't take a rocket scientist for this, man. When asked what the LAPD's motive would be to kill Tupac, Gene Deal claimed that Pac had suspicions that someone at Death Row Records was stealing money from him, implying the culprit hired dirty cops to carry out the hit and silence the rapper. What's the root of all evil? Money, he said. Somebody wanted control of some money. Some people were spending money that they shouldn't have been spending money. Some people were stealing money that they shouldn't have been stealing. Some people had money that they shouldn't have had. I think, if I heard correctly, Tupac put an audit in 2 or 3 weeks prior to his murder and started firing people and trying to figure out where his money was at and where it was going. So now, if you've been stealing money and you inside and everything could be connected to you, what are you gonna do? Gene Deal isn't the first person to level such accusations regarding Tupac's murder. During his own interview with The Art of Dialogue earlier this year, the late rapper's biological father, Billy Garland, claimed that the U.S. government was involved in his son's demise. When asked about Dwayne Keefe D. Davis confessing in a proffer agreement to handing his nephew, Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, the murder weapon the night of Pac's death in September 1996, he said, well, I think the key question there is the government. The government gave Keefe the deal. Tupac was being tailed by the government the night of his assassination. He was being tailed by the government at Quad Studios, that's a known fact. He added, I don't know this guy Keefe, maybe he had to say that to get out of some issue, I don't know. I just know it looked like a setup to me. Somebody told this guy to stand there with the death row thing and it pursued to what we had, but I don't think Orlando Anderson had anything to do with the death of my son, not at all. Despite this, Keefe D. has found himself at the center of Tupac's long unsolved murder investigation in recent months after Las Vegas police executed a search warrant on his Nevada home in July, seizing various items and documents. A police source said last month that detectives have built a compelling case against the former Compton gang member and charges against the 60-year-old, including potentially first-degree murder, are imminent. His nephew, Orlando Anderson, was the prime suspect in the case, although he was never arrested or charged. He was killed in an unrelated gang shooting in